Hello ladies and gentlemen, General Ghost here, back with an update video. 9.2 has just dropped and Warpath has been optimized. So in this video we are going to talk about what it contains, the new offices and everything about it. If you do like videos like this, please go subscribe, like and comment down below. Go join our Discord, guys. The community is growing and it's a lot of fun on there. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Alright ladies and gentlemen, so let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about everything in 9.2 and what it contains. There's a lot of changes that's been made, good changes and then amazing changes for the gameplay of Warpath. Now there's some ridiculous changes and changes that I told everyone a long time ago that this was going to happen. So let's get into it. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what officers has been added, and is it good or is it bad? So let's jump into it. Alright ladies and gentlemen, the first thing we're going to talk about, and it's very important that we talk about this, is they optimize the game. Alright, they optimize the game. It's smoother. They said they want to make it so it's less laggy. They said that it's going to be more responsive. As you know, that response is very important. They trying to figure out the pathing and everything about for the units as well, so that's a good thing. Now the next thing that is very important is you can now do this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. You can now go outside quickly. You don't have to zoom out anymore. It's much quicker. If you want to go to the region that you were looking at, you can have that. You can go to your village, alright ladies and gentlemen, and then your troops. Okay, so this is going to take a little bit of time to get used to, but if you get used to it, it's going to be fast. It's going to be great. It's going to help you a lot to get where you want to be. Now you can still just click the button, it still goes in like we know. But this makes it much faster, and I really like that. It's gonna take some time to get used to, but that's good. I absolutely love that. The other thing that is a big shock, and I'm gonna make it quick. I'm not gonna go around and talk a lot like I always do, but I'm gonna talk about the units. Now what do I mean about the units? There's two units that has been changed and they got a buff, and it's very interesting. The first one, if you go in here, if you go to modern units, your howitzer and your main battle tank, these two have been optimized, been buffed. Everybody always wanted the main battle tank to get a buff, and it's happened. Now it says here, alright, as technology has developed, tanks have become more capable of balancing mobility, protection and firepower. Increased blast damage resist by 75%. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The main battle tank is back, and it is great to have it. This means you will survive much longer. You in base to base, artillery is not going to do so much damage to you instantly, so you're gonna last longer, and on the battlefield as well. That is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Now the other unit that got buffed that is very interesting is the howitzer. The howitzer has enhanced blast damage. Ladies and gentlemen, they made the howitzer stronger. Guys, they made it stronger. Why? It's so overpowered. I know everybody uses it, but man, Howitz's blast damage is increased by 50%, and can simultaneously deal damage to any units within the same map grid. So guys, AGs, helicopter AGs, light AGs, all those guys that run those RE groups, stop running into our artillery army groups. It's gonna be worse now. If you think you can tank us, you ain't. This is gonna make a big change in the battlefield. Base defense, everything is gonna change because of this 50%. It's a huge bonus. Alright, so now that we have talked about that, the next thing, they have gone and added a collection truck power. I've got 16k. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is your industry tech that you have upgraded. So yes, tech comes into play with it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is certain ones here, I have to go look for it, but it gives your trucks extra buff. Alright, and now that's going to be added to your all-time power, because they take all and add it up together, and that counts. Is it gonna make a big difference? No, it ain't, but it's an extra feature if you want to see if your farm truck can tank a base. There you go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now the big thing that we have to talk about today, and it's a massive thing, is the officers. Now I went ahead and I unlocked these officers. Here's the first one. Now Stinger first, guys, is the first one we're going to talk about. It's an artillery officer, and guys, this guy is going to be a big deal for the ATG and artillery inside your base. Now what do I mean about this? This is going to be a defense unit. This is a defense man right here. He's buffed and ready to defend your base. Alright, so 25% up to, so 25%, sorry, extra damage with the officer troop is garrisoned. Alright, and deals damage to an enemy coefficient up to 1800. There you go, 1800 is the first skill. The offense, obviously, there you go, we got the damage buff 20%, like an artillery officer should have. Then this is another one, balance skill. Now everybody knows on artillery, balance skills are very useful. Alright, increases the damage of the officer's troop by 10%, increase the damage resist of your base 1%. Now this goes, the damage buff goes up to 25%, and the damage resist, guys, is 5%. What a skill. I absolutely love that. That is a big buff, guys. They went all out on this guy. Now your special skill, whenever the officer troops attacks, it causes the target troop to be suppressed, so they enter into suppressed status, reducing the target shield generated by 10% for 8 seconds. Obviously can be triggered once every 8 seconds. Alright guys, this is for the people that are using super heavies and MBTs to tank bases. You're gonna hate this skill. This skill is gonna absolutely take 25% of your shield away for 8, can be triggered every 8 seconds. So basically when the skill activates and your MBT and SH and you didn't blow up the base, this guy's gonna take away the shield that's protecting your tank. Alright, so let's look at the final. Alright, so obviously when Garens 25% extra damage, you know, those type of things. But Awaken, the prep time is 8 seconds, deals damage to enemies, damage is 1800. If this officer is in an artillery group, the skill deals damage to up to, so it's like Argent Flame, it's gonna target multiple units. The skill deals 25 extra damage when garrisoned. Guys, that is 3 units it's gonna target, and it's gonna do 25% more damage. So this guy is gonna be insanely strong. So this will be in your third or second artillery that's gonna stay in your base while you are base to basing or fighting with your strongest artillery. This guy is gonna buff up your defense artillery. So that's great. Now the new officer that's very interesting is, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, is Uncle Ivankov. Ivankov is a tank officer, garrison officer, and he's got some funny skills that we have to talk about, and I think this will be a very interesting tank officer to fight against light tanks, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, prep time is 8 seconds, grants a troop a shield, alright, so like we will see in Thorn, Savalin, and Steel, alright, for 4 seconds. If the officer is in a tank or helicopter troop, its damage resist increased by 5%. There we go. That's what we want. Damage resist on a tank is amazing. Now the defense skill. Let's go in there. Reduces the normal attack damage this officer troop takes by 13%. That goes up, guys, up to 30%. That's why I'm saying if you're fighting a light tank, put this guy on your MBT, or just put this skill on your MBT. Because the light tank attacks faster, you're gonna have a normal attack damage reduction of 30%. This skill needs to go on an MBT when facing light tanks. Okay, this is okay. So base takes by 4% when this officer is garrisoned there. Okay, so your base takes by 4. So you can see the normal attack damage reduction will be 10% if this guy is garrisoned and awakened. So that's a very, very cool skill, guys. And I think on the battlefield this can also work on your MBT when facing light tanks that attack way faster than you. Now the balance skill increases the firepower of the officer tank and helicopters by 3%, and then the HP by 10. So this goes up to 10% and 30%. So this is also something that's going to work well on your tanks, ladies and gentlemen. Firepower. Oh wow, and the HP. So you got damage resist on this guy. You got, you know, normal attack, reduced damage, and then you also have a buff in HP. Now this is something I wanted to talk about, and this is quite interesting. When the officer's troop is attacked, the officer flips a coin every 4 seconds. If the coin lands facing up, increase the troop damage by 10% and damage resist by another 10% if awakened. Can stack up to 2 times and ends immediately after troop leaves combat. Guys, so this means it can go up to 20%, 20%. And guys, this is interesting. This is a very, very cool guy. I would love to awaken him and see him on an MBT. Alright, so reduces the skill damage your base takes by 40% and increases its HP recovery rate by 5% when this officer is garrisoned there. Guys, I don't know what Lilith is thinking, but man, these new officers are amazing. I think we have 2 officers that we need to look at and definitely use, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very cool officers, and I absolutely love this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now this was amazing. The update was amazing. A lot of cool features to come. I know they are updating everything every day, you know, thinking about what to update, what to buff, what to change. A lot of things that is unnecessary, but a lot of things that are really, it's really helping the game, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to say thank you to Lilith. I think this update was cool. I know some people are going, another 2 officers. I don't have enough, you know, officer statues. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the name of the game. This is why it's a strategy game at the end of the day, and we have to make choices, and the choice is to upgrade certain things. Then, you know, you have to take the punch when they bring out something new. Now the other thing is, none of the other units were touched. Only the artillery and MBT was buffed, and I'm so happy the MBT is making a comeback. So ladies and gentlemen, I think they really focused on the MBT and the artillery on this one, buffing them and then bringing out very cool and detailed officers for those units. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We will be live streaming the upcoming Cairo. We will probably go into Gold 1, and then we're gonna have a little bit of fun over there. Thank you for you guys for, you know, supporting my videos. Thank you for joining the Discord. A lot of you guys joined the Discord. Please go in the link down below, join us if you want to get to see us stream. The links are in there always, the videos are in there, me and Skeet talks in there. We have a lot of fun, and we have a lot of active members there as well. So guys, I'm General Ghost. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Mission is full bar. Need immediate reinforcements. Falling back to LZ.
Hold on, Rebus. We are inbound. Get us on the ground, now!
Copy that. Fucking hang on!